Hey, Only Friends, episode 11. So let's start with Top and Mew. They have been manipulating and gaslighting each other from episode 1. Mew still trying to figure out if he wants to forgive Top, and his moms let him know, like, hey, you don't have to forget what he did, but if you're gonna be with him, you're gonna have to forgive him and literally move on, because girl. Of course, Mew forgives Top and they get back together. Now, I understand why Mew was taking a long time. Top was Mew's first, like, everything. First boyfriend, first love, first sign, first betrayal. Like, Top was his first for literally all things relationship. So I understand why it was difficult to just let that go, because also he slept with his bestie. Like, girl. Now, is he ever gonna forgive Boston is the real question, which I feel like if you forgive Top, you should forgive Boston, because it takes two to tango. These past few episodes, Top has been letting everything just kind of slide and letting Mew do his thing, which as he should, because you did him dirty. And I think in this episode, especially with Boeing's annoying ass, Top was just like, here, we either gonna be together or we ain't, because I'm tired of playing these games with you. Top saying something, well, in the moment when he was like, oh, what's tea? Because you just lied to me so you can hang out with Boeing. I feel like Top was more upset that Mew was spending a lot of time with Boeing, because hello, obviously Top knows what kind of person that Boeing is. He literally dated him, and they're still friends, so he knows what type of time that Boeing is on. And Top knew that Boeing was on some BS, because Mew was definitely about to be down with getting revenge on Top, because let's be for real, Mew, you were only hanging out with Boeing to make Top mad. So glad they cleared all that up. Next, girl, Boston and Nicholas. Okay. I still feel like Nick knows exactly what he's doing when it comes to Boston. He's using Dirty Dan, because on them steps when Dan was like, oh, do you want to be my boyfriend? Girl, it's been like 3 days. You need to calm down. I feel like Nick now has the upper hand, because throughout everything, who's been there? Nicholas. And I feel like that was done on purpose. I feel like Nick is very observant, and he's been watching everything that's been happening, and he knows that, like, this is his opportunity. But Nicholas is not just about to be like jumping for joy, be like, oh yes, Boston, let's be together. Too easy. And Boston literally said that, like, Nick is the only one who has constantly been there. No matter how much Boston treated him like hot garbage, Nicholas was always there. I feel like Nick has also learned from this entire situation. He been knowing that Boston is on demon time 24/7. But I think that Nicholas has also learned that, like, he can also be in control. I think he's gaining, like, more confidence and security within himself, especially also now that he has a good friendship with Sand. And while I don't like Dirty Dan, I think that Dirty Dan might have been like a little boost for Nicholas. You a bad bitch. You do not need Boston's validation. And I think low-key Nicholas does still seek Boston's validation, because hello, he's still there. But I feel like he knows that he's got a little bit more control now, That whole scene on the roof or balcony, wherever they were at, I'm not gonna lie, that scene was cute, even though I'm just like, Boston, not you trying to do all this with Nick, because now you see that you ain't got nobody. I feel like Boston this whole time has just needed somebody to show him some love. The real kind. Because clearly his father is hot garbage. His mom don't even live in the damn country. And his friend group. I'm intrigued to see what they do with Nick and Boston for girl whenever the last episode is. Because, how the hell y'all about to wrap this up in episode 12? Somebody's lying. Because also, sorry to be all over the place. In the next episode, oh, there's a fire. I think he's going to have a bad dream. And I don't know if that's going to open a door for Top to be like, maybe I don't feel so safe and secure with you. Why are his night terrors back with Mew laying right next to him? Now let's get into Sand and Raymond. Boeing's annoying ass. You know, at first he was adding a little bit of spice to Mew and Top's situation. But sir, now you're just being annoying. Because now you're just hopping from homie to homie. Sand does not, which I think I've said this in another video. He doesn't have boundaries when it comes to the people that he cares about. Because ain't no way in hell that this man that left you for somebody else, cheated and left you for somebody else, should just be able to waltz back into your life that easily and be able to like have you telling your boyfriend who you have been fighting for your life for the last 10 episodes. Saying, why the hell Boeing got you shaking in your boots? Raymond knew exactly what type of time Boeing was on the moment he laid eyes on him. I mean, Sand didn't make it too hard to figure out, but Raymond can clearly tell that Sand still has feelings for Boeing, or he needs some type of closure, because I'm sure he didn't get much closure when Boeing cheated on him and left him for somebody else. And then apparently in the book, I've seen on the interwebs that Boeing and Sand used to be roommates. I don't know if they're going to talk about this in the show, but they were roommates, and Sand's apartment is still decorated the exact same way as when Boeing lived there. So Sand, sir, you ain't even left this damn relationship yet, and you already trying to hop into another one. This whole pool situation is a test for Sand. If I was Sand, sir, how did you even let y'all make it to Ray's house? How did we make it to getting in the pool? Because also, I feel like, Sand, you should know Ray enough to know what he's doing. Also, look at Raymond's face the entire time. From the moment Boeing and Ray are on screen together, do you see Ray's face? He's not playing games. Look at what we have been doing for the past 10 episodes. Raymond is quite literally only changing his life around for Sand. He literally said, okay, I'm gonna go to rehab for you. He's taking rehab seriously. He's taking his community service seriously. He's taking Sand seriously. He finally done kicked Mew to the curb. And Sand, ain't no damn way I would have gotten that pool. Ray's face alone, I'm not getting in the pool. You see how Ray was looking at him? I'm not getting in that damn pool. And then the clips from the next episode, Ray talking about, oh, you love him. How about you kiss him? Yeah, let's do that. And people are thinking that Boeing, Ray, and Sand are about to give us a little threesome. I think not. I think that Sand is not going to be feeling the vibes, obviously. And I think Sand is going to be running for the hills. Because in that scene for the next episode where Sand is like, what the hell was that? And Ray was like, either you deal with him or I will. Sand, I think you better deal with that, because I don't know. I would be scared of the way that Raymond would handle Boeing. I do think that the threesome, if there is one, it's going to be Boston, Boeing, and Nicholas. In the preview for the next episode, we have Boston and Boeing at a bar, giving each other a little look. I think Nicholas is also at said bar. I think Boeing is going to try to rizz up Boston. Boston said that Nicholas was the only one from now on. He was the only one. So I think Boston might take Boeing up on his offer on the condition that his man is also present. Because we saw in episode 1 how Boston was down for a threesome with that random dude and his boyfriend. So who's to say that Boston would be down for a threesome with his own boyfriend, not boyfriend? Whatever they're gonna be. I feel like also Boeing and Boston probably know each other. They probably already slept together, because if Boeing literally dated Top, I feel like he would know Boston. And I feel like Dirty Dan is gonna do something, because the way that he looked when Nick rejected him on them damn steps, because he looked very upset and offended when Nicholas told him that he didn't want to be in a relationship. So, and Dirty Dan is a weirdo to me. So I just feel like he's gonna cause some problems. Before I forget, Shumiana. Shum, when Adam came clean, first of all, I think I said this in my last video, I think that Shum knew that Adam was lying. She just wanted a reason to be mad at Boston. Because I don't think that Shum and Boston are really friends like that. And I just don't think she likes him. Shum strikes me as one of those people who, she says how she really feels, but in a ha ha ha, kiki kind of way. And also, I think she was more upset that Boston slept with her little brother than anything else. Like, I genuinely feel like if it had been anybody else, she wouldn't have cared. Like, she would have been salty initially just because it's her little brother, but I think the fact that it was Boston is what pissed her off. I don't like the way that Shum be shaking and moving. I think those are all of my thoughts on this episode of Only Friends. And how is the next episode the last one? Because it's not giving last episode. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's chat it up. I can't believe the series is almost over. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.